All right, so today we're diving into something called OpenClaw. It's this AI agent that promises to, well, basically manage your entire digital life for you.
And the promise here, it's a big one. They're talking about an AI that actually does things for you, and you can control it all right from your favorite chat app.
But here's the kicker. What does it really take to get this thing up and running? Because, the official guide, it promises this super quick setup. But when you look at what the user community is saying, yeah, that's a very different story. So let's get into it.
Okay, so first up, let's just get a handle on the hype. What exactly is OpenClaw? The key thing to get is that this isn't just another chatbot. It's designed to be an active agent. Yeah, the vision is pretty darn clear, isn't it? A personal assistant that just slots right into how you already work. So with that dream in mind, let's see what the official docs say about making it happen. So, according to the official Getting Started guide, this should be a piece of cake. All you need is Node 22 or newer, and then you just punch in a few commands in your terminal.
Look at that. It looks so simple, right? 4 little commands, and you're supposed to be done. And what's so interesting here is just how easy they make it sound. It really sets this crystal clear expectation in your mind.
And if everything goes according to that simple plan, you should now have a working OpenClaw instance. Boom, done. But as so many users have found out the hard way, the reality can be, well, a lot more complicated. All right, now let's pivot to the real world. Let's talk about what's actually happening. We're going to look at a Reddit thread where people are sharing their real installation stories. And let me tell you, it paints a very, very different picture. This user is not alone, not by a long shot. This experience is a super common theme. So many people are hitting these roadblocks that, just aren't mentioned anywhere in that quick start guide.
You can see it right here. People are reporting all kinds of frustrating stuff. That pending.json pairing issue they call brutal. The agent just connecting and then going completely silent. Firewalls blocking things. Commands not even working. It's a perfect illustration of the huge gap between the documentation and what happens when you actually try to do it.
But here's the good news. The community is coming through with solutions. And that's the crucial point, right? For a lot of people, getting OpenClaw to work means digging through forums and Reddit threads for troubleshooting steps, not looking in the official docs. Okay, so let's say you finally wrestle this thing into working. The conversation doesn't stop there. Beyond just the installation nightmare, the community is having 2 really vital conversations. 1, how do you run this thing safely? And 2, what does running locally even mean in this context? And this is a big one. The core security concern here is that you're potentially giving an AI access to your entire system. We're talking documents, browser data, passwords, everything. That's why the community is practically screaming. Use Docker containers. You have to isolate OpenClaw to keep it from snooping around your personal files. And hey, for all you Windows users out there running this on WSL, there's a specific pro tip for you. You can actually edit a config file to block the AI from even seeing your C drive. Definitely something you want to look into. So that's security. The second huge debate is all about control and cost. A lot of users are pretty shocked to find out that even when you do a local install, it's still phoning home to the cloud. So here's the deal. By default, OpenClaw connects to cloud AI providers like OpenAI, and that can rack up a massive token bill if you're not careful. What people want to do is connect it to their own local models using stuff like Llama so it's fully self-hosted and, free. But there's a problem. One user found that when you do that, the local agent just kind of chats with you. It can't actually use tools to do things. One interesting workaround someone found is a hybrid approach. Use a big, powerful cloud model as the main brain and have it delegate smaller tasks to your local models. Pretty clever, right? But it just goes to show, even though you can run the software on your machine, making the AI brains truly local and effective, that's a whole other challenge. So, after all that, after you've finally jumped through all the hoops and gotten it set up, what should you actually expect? Let's kind of break it all down.
This table pretty much sums up the whole journey, doesn't it? The docs promise a simple 4-step process, but the reality is you're probably going to be debugging pairing issues. The docs don't say much about security, but the community warns it's a huge risk if you don't isolate it. And while it feels free and self-hosted, the default setup can cost you real money. Basically, that official guide is just step 1. To actually use this thing, you need the community's knowledge on troubleshooting, security, and managing the costs.
At the end of the day, OpenClaw is, well, it's a really powerful but also very early stage tool. It really puts you on the cutting edge.
It gives us this amazing glimpse into a future where AI agents are doing real work for us. But it's also a massive reminder that with all that power comes a huge responsibility. You have to be technically prepared, and you absolutely have to be security conscious.